Hey guys, what's going on? JP here for another JPOV. Today we're going to be taking a look at Wolfenstein: The New Order. Of course, this is the latest FPS and latest installment of the once great Wolfenstein game. The previous Wolfenstein was not... I was not the biggest fan. Let's just say that. Let's just say this. So this comes out of Swedish devs Machine Games. This is actually, I believe, their first game as a studio. And it's, of course, published by Bethesda. This is a id Tech 5 game. The only one to use it prior to this was, of course, Rage, which wasn't the best game, I guess one could say. I think that's a fair statement. It was not the best. There is no multiplayer in this game whatsoever, which is a little bit weird for id to come out and do. But it is welcomed. Wolfenstein is a pretty good experience, a pretty good time. I think one of the biggest questions is this game worth $60 right now at full retail price? And hopefully by the end of this video, we're going to try to answer that for you. Let's jump into the options real quick. I played with the mouse and keyboard because what are you doing if you're playing in an FPS on the PC with a gamepad? It just... I get it if you want to, but I just don't want to be your friend. I'm sorry. We'll go ahead and leave subtitles on for this. It does have some advanced options, also an FOV slider. I played at 80. It goes all the way up to 100. Pretty good range of video options here. I played with everything on full except for this haze flare, because in the capture process, at least when streaming, it was causing some weird issues. But apart from that, I had everything at full, and we never really dipped below 60 FPS from what I could tell, because that's what we were capturing at, and I never really saw anything change. So let's go ahead and just jump into the game. We're going to do one of the chapters here. I'm not going to explain what this Fergus and Wyatt timeline stuff is. Let's see, where do we want to start? Does this place look good? I know where that's at. Where do I want to start? I guess we can do the London Nautica level. I don't want to scroll down because it will kind of blow up some set pieces that are in the game. Yeah, let's just go ahead and start here. I played the entire game on Uber, but for the sake of not wanting to bore you with how I played the game on Uber, very stealthily, we'll go ahead and just play with Bring 'em On, and we'll go ahead and accept. Yes, this is one thing that does suck, is that you overwrite your latest autosave, but whatever. Let's watch the cutscene.
Much obliged, Captain Blazkowicz. You ready for an assignment? Friends and comrades, this is it. Project Whisper. It's been in development for years. A helicopter aircraft. The Nazis have found a way to make it virtually silent in flight and undetectable by means of radar. Anya has decrypted the Nazi chatter out of London and located the only 3 prototypes in existence at the London Nautica research facilities there. With Captain Blazkowicz on the team, we are finally strong enough to strike at the operations. The days of scurrying like rats are over. With these machines in our possession, we can go anywhere, hit anything. We will rebuild the Kreisau Circle, arm ourselves to the hilt. We will rise up and take down Death's head for good. They think the war is over, that we are weak, beaten, don't have the guts to oppose them. And as always, they are wrong.
I've got a 14-hour drive. I've got a sinus infection. I haven't had a full night's sleep in 8 months. So let's go, people. Because I'm not doing this again.
You've got balls of steel, Bobby Brown.
Stop. I just want to get this over with.
And like that, we're in London. And we're playing Papers, Please. No. One of the things that I have issues with in this game is the cutscene transitions. You kind of seem to just go back. That was kind of a hub world that we were just in. It's not really a world, but a little hub area that you oftentimes go back and visit. But you kind of just jump from time to time, and it's not the best. I don't know if they ran out of resources or what, but I would have enjoyed like maybe some more small talk to really bring out a lot of these side characters. Because one of the things that they do in this game is they do a really good job of making these characters likable and making the villains hateable, and really making you invested in the characters, which is really the only reason you're going to enjoy a single-player campaign, right? So I think they did a great job with that. It's kind of weird that you also use that to talk to people, but I guess this is the Nazi technology. By the way, there's Nazis in this game, if you didn't get that. So
long, Blazkowicz.
See you later, Bobby.
You make this count.
Have a good day. I'm sorry, sir. You knew that was going to happen, right? You knew that was going to happen. So I guess one of the big things that you guys are interested in is the gunplay in this game. I quite like it. I quite enjoy it. You get a lot of options like this, the silencer, which is what I used pretty much all the time on Uber. Stealth becomes very important and very used. It's very quick. It's got a lot of id-infused movement and aiming. Aiming feels very tight. I'm using it at the lowest settings just because my mouse is kind of out of control. But one thing that does kind of irk me a little bit is, so the keybinds in this game are a little bit nuts in the sense that, let's see, knife is 1. You can dual wield knives, but I don't have any. Pistol is 3. If you press it again, it'll actually bring up dual pistols, where left and right mouse click. If you press it again, it goes back to single shot. 4 is rifle, but then you start getting a lot of other guns that go all the way down to 0. And I found myself, because of the way that the things work, like what is this bound to? Let's see. Is that bound to equal sign 0? Okay, that's bound to like 8. I don't know. I should have done some custom keybinds, but I played using this the entire time where you just select it and then do that. It feels a little bit console-ified, but what are you going to do, I guess? I probably could have fixed that on my own. I do recommend playing with keybinds if it's something that you are interested in later. Oh yeah, okay, so here's something that is kind of cool in the game. It uses this laser cutter stuff quite a lot, actually. And it's how you're able to... Okay, I'm dead. It's how you're able to find some secret areas, as there are a lot in the game. It's how you're able to maybe sneak past some monsters, and eventually that becomes something a little bit cooler without spoiling it too much. The gun range is pretty much what you would expect. I mean, you've got a pistol, you've got a rifle, you've got a shotgun. You can dual wield every single gun in the game. You've got some rocket launchers, you've got some grenades, which I don't have any here. It's kind of an awkward combo, by the way. You have to hold down shift and then hit control to slide while also pressing W. It's a little bit wonky. It's a little bit wonky. Alright, let's try this again and not die to the giant dog that one-shots me. Alright, I died to the giant dog that one-shots me. Is this real life? Are you serious? Are you serious right now? I guess, you know, the whole reason that I'm doing this, although this isn't the best example of it, the autosaves in this game after you die are a little bit weird. They won't actually revert you to a full autosave before, if that makes any sense. Sometimes you'll start with a couple of different things that you didn't have in terms of ammo. So I need to not die here. I actually forgot what I'm supposed to do here. It's been so... God damn it, this running shit is annoying. There we go. Okay, now it makes sense. Had a lot of people asking me about, is Uber hard? It's not too hard. It's not too bad. Difficulty-wise, I would definitely recommend playing on maybe one lower from Uber if you want like a good experience. Uber, you definitely have to play and know what you're fighting. I reloaded a couple times and died a couple times throughout the experience. So when you see the signal detected, right here, I have a perk, which is something that we can get into, I suppose. Let me open up. Is it J? So I've unlocked a good amount of these perks here. You can see that most of them are in stealth, but if you do things like getting stealth kills from throwing knives, well, then eventually you can increase the amount of knives you can carry by 1 or 2. Or when you perform silent takedowns with overcharged HP, health points are added up to a maximum health level. And to receive health from taking cut downs is the big thing there. So it kind of rewards the way that you're playing. I played it very stealth and tactical focused playing on Uber, but you could definitely play like a run and gun type maneuver and just constantly kill people. But I do like the stealth stuff in this game. It feels good. It's not a huge annoyance. I never really had to reset to stealth because once you start on stealth, and then it fails, well, you just go full guns loud and take everyone out. And it's a lot of fun. It feels good. A lot of the like things on the ground, which I feel a lot of times you're just like walking through rooms spamming E, which is a little bit weird. But there is just a ton of stuff to collect like that. Different health packs. You can see my health down there. Armor packs. Just a lot of different things. I mean, there's another one right there. Uh-oh. What are we gonna do here? I forgot what I'm supposed to do here. I forgot this entire experience. Is he blowing up? Oh no, I do have to fight this guy. Well, luckily I know how to. Alright, we got him. So you can see the Tesla grenades are very good at taking down those big guys very quickly. If you sit there and just like try to kill him from in front, it's going to take a very long time. He drops a lot of armor. Little bits of armor kind of fall off from him as you chip away at him. But that was supposed to be a longer fight, and because I knew how to fight him, it was not. So here's another area, and I know there's a lot of people here. I wish I had those grenades, but we're going to run over here. Pick these up. This was probably one of the first scenes in the game, probably about an hour and a half in. The full campaign's about 12 hours, where I really felt like I had to constantly reload. In the sense that I had to reload the game because I kept dying. Wow, you take so much less damage playing on this difficulty. Let's show off the dual wield a little bit. Come on, get to his back. Oh, crap. Alright, we took him out. Good. Got all this armor. Whoops. I don't know where I'm being shot from. They're above me, I guess. So if you're looking for a game that is basically just like, I'm going to run and shoot a bunch of people, well, this is the game where you say, I'm gonna run and shoot a bunch of people. It's pretty rewarding too. It feels good. There's a lot of gibs. Yes, not jibs, gibs. Let's change it back to that. Go back to the single shot here. I don't really have all that much ammo though. I'll take that silencer off so it can be fully automatic. A lot of secrets in the game. There's a lot of removable walls and stuff like that. I don't remember doing this actually. Oh, is this a secret? Or maybe this is just another passageway? Oh, we're finding out more as we play. Oh, I got the gold knife. Would you look at that? Let's go and collect this big gun over here. Not that one. I'm just collecting a bunch of leftover stuff. I mean, this gun. If you hold down E, it'll actually take it off. You can see down there in the bottom right-hand corner, it is slowly diminishing. But if you actually put it back on those turrets, it'll refuel it, which is quite helpful and something that's pretty cool to do. Boss fights in the game, they do exist, and none of them are really big takeaways. In fact, a lot of them are not just straight up, let's just unload on this guy and do a shit ton of damage to this guy. In fact, most of them are, there's small gimmicks that you have to do in order to defeat the boss. So we're gonna try to stealth this. I don't think it's gonna work though. I think this is where you gotta go guns blazing. They have a lot of stuff in here that you can just straight up collect. I think there's armor somewhere. Oh, what's up, buddy? Okay, I'm just missing completely. Shotguns are the best to take down these guys. Shotgun does feel pretty good. I think it's one of the more fun weapons in the game. There's that armor I was looking for. You can see I'm kind of just a bullet sponge on this difficulty. I was expecting Uber difficulty to be a lot harder than it was, but it really wasn't. There are a ton of collectibles in the game that will provide a little bit extra story, and that's basically what you're playing for in this game is straight up story. There's a pretty good amount of it too. A lot of side stuff that you can follow. They do some cool stuff that, since the story behind this game is that, you know, the Nazis won World War II and America lost and they took over the rest of the world, they do have some rather unique takes on it. I don't want to spoil too much, but they're definitely in the game. You see a lot of what-if scenarios, which is kind of what this game is a giant what-if, you know, the Nazis won the war. Whoops. I hate these guys so much. See, I would have already died from that on Uber, so there is difficulty. But it's just not all that hard. They kind of cheese it in the sense that you take so much less shots. So let's open this up. But I really don't want to show too much of this game because it is very story focused. But let's see. We'll maybe play for a little bit longer. I've pretty much given my opinions. I guess the big one is this worth, you know, the money? Is this worth the $60? And I think that's really a question that people have to answer themselves. Keep in mind that there's no multiplayer. Most people are going to only play through this once. If you're looking for something to play and you really want a 10-hour plus experience, this game clocks in at a little bit over 11 to 12 hours is what I think I beat it in on the hardest difficulty. So it's not going to last you the longest time. There is some replayability in the sense you get a couple different, I guess, how can I say this without spoiling it? Scenarios, maybe, is the best way to say that, but they're really not all that different. You're basically playing through the same levels from what I can tell. And you're on somewhat of a linear path. They're not exactly linear, but they definitely do. You end up in the same place pretty much every single time, is the best way to put that, I think.
Hopefully the elevators haven't suffered any damage from the blast.
Whoops. I gotta make this jump. Yeah. Climb up here. Hey buddy, I didn't see you there. Hold on, sir, I gotta reload. Or I gotta use that. Oh, let's get my shotgun. Yeah, there's 4 safety brakes for holding it. I wonder what's gonna happen when those 4 safety brakes are cut. I had a very good time playing this game, though. I beat it in about 4 or 5 sittings. They weren't too extended, but here we go. First time that happened, I did not stand on the counterweight, and I died. Oh, another cutscene. I do like the cutscenes. I really like the main character. I think BJ Blazkowicz, they do a great job of making him super likable.
What do you see?
The ending was what I wanted it to be. I think they did a good job of making it fulfilling and also making sense. I guess is that the best way?
Identifying marks?
This is kind of your love interest in the game, Anya.
Abel, Tara, Space, Yoke, Item, Charlie, Hal, Uncle Dog.
I really feel like this is like,
Might be something in
if you're a fan of, who am I trying to say? The Kill Bill guy. Jesus Christ, why can't I remember this director's name? Whoever directed Kill Bill, his Brad Pitt Nazi world is kind of what this is in both humor and violence. And I think, without spoiling too much, that's where we're going to end this. Because I really don't have too much to say. Look at this gun, though. I wonder if that becomes a gun that you can use. That perhaps might replace another gun. Who knows? You'll have to play it yourself. So, I enjoyed this game. If you're looking for a single-player FPS with only single-player that is pretty good, has some good gunplay, I would definitely think about picking this up. But if you're a little bit wary about the purchase, I'm sure that this will go on sale soon. I would assume this will probably be in the 40s not too long from now. And you'll probably see it on a couple of... well, no, it's a Bethesda game, so you might not see this price drop. Typically, they don't price drop a lot of their games that quickly. I think Skyrim remained at full price for almost a year after it was released. So try to find a sale on it. If you're worried about the pricing, $60 I guess would be a little bit too much to ask, but I think it's a good game. I think they did a good job. I'm interested to see if they release any DLC for it and where they take the story, because I enjoyed the story. So thank you guys so much for watching. That's all I've got to say about this game. We'll see you next time. Coming up forward in the future, rather, I've got another JPOV Transistor, and we'll also be checking out Watch Dogs. So we'll see you guys next time. Thanks so much. We're out. Bye-bye.